So this is what's up. I have a student named Dom. Dom's a super cool dude. And Dom was talking to me in his last couple lessons, and he was saying that he was going to transcribe all of Billy Strings' guitar breaks for String the Halls. Over the holiday season, Billy Strings released a new video with his band for 12 days in a row, and he called it String the Halls. 9 of those songs have guitar breaks that are worth looking at. So I'm going to tell you about the ones that we didn't touch on so you know why. So number 1, in this video, we're not going to cover the guitar break for Tipper because that's a Tony Rice tune. I'd rather just do a video about Tony Rice's arrangement. We're also not going to do the guitar break for Likes of Me because Tony Rice's guitar break is basically the one that Billy plays, and that tab is already on my website. So check out the guitar tab for Likes of Me, Tony Rice. And the third one is Y'all Come. He didn't play a guitar break on that tune. But the other 9 tunes we have tabs for, and Dom did them. So shout out to my student Dom. Thank you so much, dude. I love that you did that. I love that you took that initiative, and your tabs are great. I went through, I made them look like Lessons with Marcel tabs. I just did, little changes here and there. They're all going to be available on the website, so you can get them now. You should check in the description. There's going to be links for all of those. But right now, we're just going to go through every single Billy Strings break from that series. And we're going to play the video. I'm going to show the tab up ahead, and maybe we'll talk about some little things that you should look out for so you can practice playing these breaks for yourself. Sick, let's do it. So the very first video that Billy put out was Think of What You've Done. So looking at this right now, I can tell that this is going to be a tough one for some of you to play if you haven't worked any at all on your cross picking, because he starts right away with that. So this pattern right here. Take a peek at that. There's 2 different approaches for that. You can find out more in my cross picking video. But one of them is to just alternate your pick strokes. So if something is on a downbeat, beats 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's a downstroke. If something's in the upbeat, that means we're playing an upstroke. That does not mean we just alternate pick strokes for every new note that comes. It has to do with where the note occurs in the measure. So if I did these first 3 measures, I would have down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. That's enough to get you started. A lot of the other licks in this arrangement are ones that we're going to see over and over again, so maybe I'll point them out now. In the second line, I see one of these Tony Rice licks. That's a very Tony Rice thing. Billy Strings does them all the time, so look out for those. Of course, we got like a variation of the Lester flat G run he does over a C chord in the next line. Definitely make sure you know how to do those. Of course, he ends with some kind of variation too. So check out all those licks if you don't already know them. Let's listen to Billy play the break now.
Think of what you've done.
The next one that Billy came out with is a song called Stone Walls and Steel Bars. It's kind of an up-tempo waltz. His break is actually pretty easy on this one, so you're lucky. I'm not even gonna play it for you. If you can listen to it and you can read the simple music, this is definitely a one that you can figure out. So check it out. Next up, we have a tune called Unwanted Love. Looking at this right now, there's a couple more examples of really classic Billy Strings licks. So one thing that he really likes to do over the D chord is this kind of lick. And if you look through all of these breaks, not only are you going to find the Tony Rice runs, and the G runs, especially over the C chord, but over the D chord, you'll find a ton of those too. So that's a lick that Billy really likes. We also see more of the cross picking here, but there's one new pattern, and I should point it out to you. It's in the third line. It goes like this. And this pattern doesn't really work if you want to do like a down, down, up kind of thing. It really works best alternated. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That'll keep you out of a bunch of trouble, I promise. Check out this long Tony Rice run into like a Lester flat G run variation at the end though. Cool lick.
When unwilling to gamble again.
After that is Y'all Come. Billy doesn't play guitar break. We talked about that. After that is Tipper. Tipper is a Tony Rice tune. We're going to make a video about that sometime in the future. And after that is Likes of Me, also a Tony Rice tune. We already have Tony Rice's break transcribed on the website. Go check it out. Next up after that is These Old Blues. So let's pull up the tab for that. All right, so I actually put my capo on for this one. We're seeing a lot of the same stuff, right? We're seeing a lot of cross picking. We're seeing the G rounds and stuff like that. There was one really interesting lick that's worth looking at though, and Billy does this. So really what's happening there is he's bending up. I got 6th and 5th on my E string and my B string. I'm pushing up on the B string. You want to make sure you have at least 2 fingers on the B string to help you out with that bend. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Then he's got upstrokes coming up here. Dead note, slide from 3 to 4. Now, you can accomplish that in 2 different ways and get a similar vibe. You can do it with all upstroke. Or you can do upstrokes deadened and come down with a downstroke on that slide. And I think that has a more powerful sound. It's kind of a funky thing. If I was going to get it up to speed, I would definitely have to practice it myself. So watch out for that when you're learning this break, because it's definitely a funky thing. More cross picking, like I said. Not too tough other than that real funky spot right there. So enjoy.
There's a deep blue sea.
All right, next up we have Will You Be Loving Another Man? Once again, just like always, we're going to see some Billy string stuff. We're going to see some of that cross picking. We're going to see some of those Tony Rice style runs. We're going to see some of the Lester Flatt style stuff. It's all really standard language, so you can expect to find it here. But I have to point out that there is another little phrase that you might want to try. So we're still capo 4. Billy Strings has this idea where he's holding down this F note relative to capo right here on the high E string, 1st fret. He's holding down 2nd fret on the B string. And he's pushing up. And he actually takes it back down too. This is a really, really cool move. It's normally done as kind of a statement piece in bluegrass. You do it with multiple different double stop combinations. So that's what's going on right there. It's kind of a hard bend to accomplish because you don't have a lot of opportunity to get a bunch of fingers on the string that you're bending. So because he's holding down this 1st fret note, I can't get any more fingers back there to help with the bend. So it feels difficult to do. It's because it is a little difficult to do. But that's the big thing to look out for in that one.
Will you be loving another man? Another man.
So next up is Katy Daly. Billy's using a lot of drone moves in this particular break, so look out for that. Right? He's playing the melody, but he's doing it with a lot of drones. He does it when he comes down to the D chord too. Let's see if I can get there. Yeah, it's a little rough, but you get the idea. So he's got this big chromatic run that he does. And I did a video on Dust in a Baggie, the R vinyl one, the black and white video of him playing Dust in a Baggie. And he starts out with the exact same lick. So if you're not familiar with that one, you should probably check out that video.
You wanna drink your good old Mountain Dew?
now we got Ralph's Banjo Special. This tune has a stop time moment where the band stops and the soloist continues, right? And Billy uses the chromatic idea the first time during that stop time moment, but the second time, in his second break, he uses this bend. He goes, and he just holds it through the silence. And it's a really funny kind of, edge of your seat kind of moment. And really what's happening is he's pulling this 4th fret note on the A string up to the 5th fret note. So try to get that in tune if you can. It's really dramatic. It's a cool move to do. And right after that, he does the D lick again. Remember I showed you that? He does that into the Tony Rice style run. I guess this is even kind of a Doc Watson thing too. So lots of different influences. Up next is my sweet blue-eyed darling. This one has one of my favorite Billy Strings licks in it, actually. It goes like this. That is also in the Dustin Baggy break from our vinyl, the black and white video that I talked about. So if you want to find out more about that lick, you should watch that video because I go into more detail. But it is a really cool way to change positions based on kind of shapes. Also later on, he does the same bend move. He does that same kind of idea, so if you practice that from the other break, you should be able to do it in this one too. I know it's a tough bend. Check it out.
Love be good and be true.
You have often read about state of Tennessee. I used to do this track in a band, loved it. I don't have a ton to say about this one. We got the slides, we got the Tony Rice style licks, this, that, all the things you're probably familiar with now. Billy also finally does his repeated note thing. So if you've been looking out for that, this is your moment to get it. Go ahead, check out the break.
David Crockett in the hills of Tennessee.
All right, folks, that's all of them. That's all 9 of the String the Halls breaks that we're going to cover today. Like I said before, the tab for Likes of Me is on my website, so check that out. And all these other ones are going to be on my website right now. All the links will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for Dom for writing these all out. I didn't even transcribe these this time, so Dom is the man. Well done, dude. Maybe I'll put a link to your YouTube channel in the description. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You know what to do. I'll see you all next time for some more Bluegrass guitar.